I feel like obviously if you stick it in, you should stick around. But
The first question is, do you know who the first female vice president was?
dang, that's a good question. I think there ever has been one.
Of the United States? You don't
The
think
United
there has-
States, I don't think there has been one.
Do you know who the current vice president is?
Of Joe Biden? Jeez, dude, I can only think of Joe Biden being the vice president of Barack Obama. That's a bummer. I can't think of him.
Okay. Do you know who the current president is?
Yeah, Joe Biden.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. Cool. Yeah. Well, the current vice president actually was the first woman vice president.
Okay.
Joe Biden's. Next question for you is. So sorry. Where'd it go? Oh. Do you think that like reverse racism or like reverse discrimination is real?
I think that racism is real. I don't know if you can really reverse it. It's just racism is just racism.
Okay. Do you think like black people could be racist or like people of color could be racist towards white people?
Yeah, of course. I think anybody can be racist towards anyone.
Have you ever seen like an example of that before?
I'm not usually super up to date on this kind of stuff. I mean,
Sure.
if somebody is being racist, I think it should stop. But
Okay. Cool. Next question, if that's okay,
yeah,
is with the next presidential election coming soon this year, who are you favoring, Trump or Biden?
I mean, being honest, it's Trump right now if we're going between Republicans and Democrats. Because I mean, Joe Biden kind of just seems dead.
Okay.
Being honest, but I mean, I'd be down to vote for Rob Kennedy or someone else.
Okay. What makes you favor Trump, like, out of those two,
Sheesh.
or even like RFK?
Rob Kennedy is just a different dude. I don't know. I feel like tensions are just too high on both sides of the party. I mean, I'm Republican by not birth, obviously not by birth, but I appreciate the stuff that Trump did while he was doing it, and that's not to say like Biden hasn't done anything, but I prefer him.
Cool. I had a question. So sorry.
You're good, dude.
It was just a follow-up to what you had just said. I remember it was.
You'll think of it.
I hope so. It was good. I'll come back to it.
I hope it was good.
What was it? It was so good. Nope, I'm gonna forget it. That's okay. Last question. Oh, I do remember.
Yeah.
So you said you're Republican, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is one thing that you wish was different about the Republican Party right now?
Ooh, that's a good question. Less volatile. I feel like there's a lot of kids nowadays that are kind of looking up to Charlie Kirk, which I mean, guys that are looking up to Charlie Kirk, guys that are looking up to more volatile kind of voices within the Republican Party that kind of want to do a lot of crazy stuff and are super vocal about it. I think they can do what they want to, but tensions are just too high. Like you looked at the last Republican debate, everyone was just yelling at each other. For me, I just feel like that's not cool. I feel like that's not cool with the Democrats either. Just kind of want everything to calm down. I feel like that's what everybody wants. That's what Rob F. Kennedy is like, getting a lot more potential voters right now because he's just calmer. He's trying to bring the country back to a new normal.
Okay, cool. Very last question is, what would you say to the phrase "men are the reason for unwanted pregnancies"?
Whoa. Oh, you're good. I think that depends. That's a super big question that I feel like some people are going to answer one way and some people are going to answer the other way. I feel like obviously if you stick it in, you should stick around. But for the most part, I don't know. I feel like that's the best response you probably got.
Cool. Cool.
But
All right.
I guess it can go both ways. Depends on the situation. Always depends on the situation.
Dope. All right. Sweet. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.